My situation before I came to Coastline is I applied for Cal State and I did get accepted to Cal State Fullerton and San Francisco State University, but due to my dad's medical condition, I chose to stay. And I went to Coastline Community College because I feel like I won't feel comfortable going far. I think I wouldn't be able to focus on my studies knowing the fact that I left my dad in his medical condition. I chose Coastline mainly because of their programs. I was interested in the pre-allied health, which is one of the STAR program majors. For a STAR 2.0 program, you get all the classes without getting waitlisted, and I was able to transfer out of Coastline Community College within 2 years. Now that I'm graduating from Coastline, I will be going to West Coast University to attend their Bachelor's in Science in Nursing. Coastline has helped me achieve all my goals through all the support of the staff and faculty, because I feel that Coastline is very dedicated to their students. I was able to get the help that I needed from my professors. They made me feel that we have that one-on-one connection, and it's very easy for me to access all the programs and the services that they offer for me. If you're interested in Coastline College and have your mindset and your goals, Coastline is great for you because they would help you in every way that they can, and they would give their 100% in helping you to get to your goals and achieve your dreams.
Before I came to Coastline College, I was in high school. I was barely graduating. My idea was to have my own business and, go straight to a 4-year. I really didn't think about coming to community college. It wasn't an idea that was just like, no, I'm going to go straight to a 4-year. I got my admissions letters and they all just read, unfortunately, we can't offer you admissions for fall 2016. Obviously, that broke my heart. Coastline came to my school and they visited. So then I go see it and I just fell in love with the campus. I just felt in love with everything else, with what they offered. I felt like I could come here, and the other perk, it was like 5 minutes away from my house. I majored in business administration with the emphasis on international business. Coastline has offered me jobs. They've also offered me career services, which is something that I'm really grateful for because I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was a student ambassador, so my first year I got the privilege to work with a bunch of people from Coastline, faculty, staff, and it just opened my eyes more. So I feel like when people ask me, why'd you choose Coastline? I always respond because they're kind of like been my family and helped me get through a lot of things that I probably would have never done, and they've pushed me to do more things. I honestly think if I would have just gone straight to a 4-year, I would have dropped out. And coming to a community college, it helped me out more. I just became a better student and a better person overall, and I think that's why community college changed me. Now that I'm graduating from Coastline Community College, I plan to go to Cal State Fullerton to major in international business, and I plan to hopefully one day open up my nonprofit organization. I love Coastline Community College because it felt like home, and I'm sad to leave, but it helped me get stronger, be a better student, and I think it can do the same for you.
Before attending Coastline Community College, I had attended Long Beach City College and completed a journalism certificate program. I started working at Coastline in 2016 as an hourly employee in the marketing department, handling social media and coordinating events. And I just saw how easy it was to get classes, and I thought, why not finish my degree? Coastline was different than any other college that I've ever gone to. It was so easy to get classes, and I have a 2-year-old now, and I don't have the same life I had when I was 18, and the classes were so easy to get. I'm doing everything online. I put my son to bed and I log into my classes, and I've gotten straight A's since I went back. So I'm finishing a degree in communications, and I will be graduating with a double major in communications and psychology. I would say it's never too late to follow the dreams you had right after high school. Sometimes we get caught up in life and we think that it's just not possible for us anymore, but I've been so encouraged by the staff and faculty at Coastline and all the people I've worked with to get my degree, and I really want to lead that example for my son, so he's my inspiration for that.
In In 2004, I had a brain tumor removed that caused some both physical and cognitive issues, and I didn't think I'd be able to go to college because of my memory and just all the problems I was having, but Coastline has offered me opportunities that I don't even think any other colleges could, really. At Coastline College, I enrolled in the ABI program, and the way it changed my life was just basically in every aspect possible. I learned how to perform in a classroom successfully and how to go about things even in the everyday world, how to deal with people asking me about my injury, why I walk the way I do, why I forget things, why I tend to go down the rabbit hole when I'm having a conversation and I have trouble focusing, why I'm blind on my left side. The reason I have a job is because of Coastline. I work at Coastline currently in their intellectually delayed program as an instructional aide, and I started doing that after taking a career workshop through the acquired brain injury program, and I found out that my strengths would be in instructing, so I was able to volunteer while still enrolled in the program, and I loved it so much that I told them that I just wanted to volunteer forever, but then a position opened up and they hired me almost immediately, and I don't ever plan on leaving. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, actually. So here I am now. It's 2 years later. I've graduated with a certificate from the ABI program, and now I have a job that I love that I can see myself in for the rest of my life. I want to thank Coastline College because there's nowhere else could have given me the opportunities that I've been given and the direction and help, and they continue. It's never ending, and I don't ever want to leave.
Before I started at Coastline, I was not doing much. I was working kind of dead-end jobs. I didn't really challenge myself or push myself, and I didn't stick with anything over probably a year. Since I started at Coastline as a student, my life has become more productive. I have learned to be more consistent and patient. I've learned to look at things more in depth and critically analyze things that I wouldn't have otherwise done in the past. And yeah, it just kind of made me like a more well-rounded person. So through being a student at Coastline Community College, I've been given the opportunity to become a federal work-study student and gain useful skills in the foundation department. I think my best experience at Coastline College has probably been interaction with other like-minded students and professors that actually care. They want to teach you. I've had a lot of conversation with professors who want to meet up outside of class and do interviews together and volunteer together. So it's been kind of more of a community versus just education. I really feel that the professors at Coastline Community College really care about me as a person. They care about my well-being and they care about my future.
Before I attended Coastline, I was a high school senior at Pacifica High School, which is a high school in the Garden Grove Unified School District. And I was in the process of deciding what college I wanted to transfer to. And prior to that, we were very discouraged to going to a community college, and it was very seen as optimal to go to a Cal State or UC University. And it wasn't until someone from Coastline actually came to one of my classes and gave information to us. And that's where I learned about a program called the STAR program. And I got into that program for psychology because that's what I wanted to major in. And that's kind of why I chose Coastline, because I saw it as a better path. I felt that I made the perfect decision to come to Coastline because it's really helped me a lot, helped me mature as a person also compared to high school. Also, it allowed me to kind of get a feel of what's in store for me later on in my educational career. During my time here at Coastline, I was elected as the Associated Student Government President. It allowed me to get a better connection with the college, as well as also try to help other students achieve their goals and their aspirations through the events and services that we provided as a collective group. Now that I'm graduating from Coastline with an associate's degree in psychology, my next goal is to get a bachelor's degree of science in industrial psychology from Cal State East Bay.
Before I went to Coastline, I was a high school student, and then I didn't really have like much of an aim of where I wanted to be in life. I mean, I know that I want to be a pharmacist, but I didn't know exactly where to start. Coastline luckily took me in. I wanted to be a pharmacist, and then the ROP program at my high school, which was Fountain Valley, they had at the time was pharmacy technician, which happened to be sponsored by Coastline. My favorite part of the pharmacy program here at Coastline has probably been the recently created pre-med club, as they give you a lot of insight as to what you actually do in the field. If you're interested in coming to Coastline, I would say definitely do it, because from what I've been through, from my own experience, it's definitely worth it. And people here do go out of their way just to help you where you want to be.
I started at Coastline in 2011. I began with, I believe, some anatomy, physiology, some general biology coursework. And I think I finished with some courses around 2014. That's when I got into medical school. Currently, I just finished medical school. I graduated from the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, osteopathic medicine. I'm waiting for my residency training to start in psychiatry, and that's up in Visalia through the Kauai Health Care District. Coastline was amazing. The class sizes were between 20 and 30, depending on the course, and you can get to know your professor. You had a lot of face-to-face with your professor, become a person to your professor instead of just another student number. And I made a lot of connections with the professors, was able to get letters of recommendation because the professors knew who I was and they can actually speak to the truth of my character. It's easier at Coastline because just generally the class size is smaller.
Before I came to Coastline, I was living overseas, and I was in the process of moving around, and I'm also a single mom. I chose Coastline Community College because they have a great online program, especially for the military and their spouses as well. I decided to pursue my associates in business administration, and I did it all online. So I really liked the online classes because it was a lot more convenient for myself as a single mom. All of my instructors at Coastline were really helpful. Every time I had a question, they were very responsive and quick to answer whatever I needed. So after graduation at Coastline, I plan to transfer to Cal State Fullerton so I can pursue my bachelor's in business. I'm really glad I started at Coastline before going to Fullerton because it was good to get that experience first before I start at the university. And it was a lot less expensive.
Before I came to Coastline, I had been working for the City of Long Beach full-time. I started out working for the library services, and I thought that I wanted to do something different career-wise. While I was working for the city, I saw people that had a higher education getting promoted a little more than those that didn't, despite having a lot of experience. And I decided I would slowly work toward my degree while I continued to work full-time. When I started the paralegal program at Coastline, I was very excited at the prospect of getting some experience in the legal field and one day working as a paralegal. So I continued my job with the City of Long Beach and continued with my education, and the experience that I gained at Coastline definitely benefits me with my new position. And now I'm really excited to be graduating with my associate's degree in paralegal studies. And I'm so honored to be the graduation speaker for the 2018 Coastline class. I just feel like we've all worked really hard for this moment, and I'm really happy to represent my classmates.